Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Joshua, and today I'm going to share with you all how to pass your real estate exam on the first try. Guaranteed, no problems. All you have to do is study for just 2 hours a day, maybe 4 to 5 days, and you got it. That's all it takes. And I'm going to share with you guys exactly how I did it. All right, first of all, I just want to get this out of the way. The exam is way overhyped. People say it's like super hard and then they share like the failure rate with you, which is something like 70%. But the thing is, people fail because they're not prepared. And I'm going to show you how to get prepared, and it's not hard. You don't have to stress about it, right? And then even after you take the test, you only have to use maybe 5% of what you actually learned daily. So don't put so much stress on yourself trying to learn every little thing, and just stop stressing about it. That's all I gotta say. It's not that big of a deal, all right? So before I actually get into like the study strategy that I used, I just want to touch base with if you're at the point where you're trying to decide if you should take your classes online or in person. I really recommend taking them in person. Believe me, I tried both. But if you're the kind of person that can learn online and you can teach yourself, then go for it. It'll save you some money and it will most likely be faster. But if that's not you, which it wasn't for me, go and take your classes in person, because you can join in class discussions. The teacher will tell you exactly what you need to study, what's not really that important, and it's so worth it. Just shell out like the extra couple $100 that you need for the classes and take it. It's 100% worth it to take them in person. All right, so now when it comes to actually scheduling your exam, you want to give yourself enough time. When I scheduled my exam, I scheduled it for November 10th, 2020, and I started studying on the 4th. So if you give yourself anywhere from like 5 days to a week, you should have more than enough time. All right, so this was my study strategy. I use this exam prep website called examsmart.com. It's $50. It's just a one-time $50 fee. It's got practice questions, flashcards, practice tests, you name it, it's got it. And the crazy thing is, some of the questions on the practice tests were word for word on the actual state exam. So if you use this to study and you actually do it, you'll have no problem passing. So when you log into ExamSmart, you'll see it's got practice questions, flashcards, tests. Really all you need to focus on is just the questions and the tests. So what I did was just work through all the practice questions one time. Then after I did that, I went and I took a practice test, and then at the end of that practice test, it'll break down each section, and then it'll tell you like where you need to improve. So then in those sections where you need to improve, go back and redo all those practice questions in that section, come back and like you take another test and you see if you've improved. And just keep doing that until you've got it. If you're scared about the math on the exam, because I know like it stresses a lot of people out, trust me, it's not that bad. There was probably less than 10 to 15 questions on there. And if you've got, multiplying, dividing, adding, and subtracting down, see, I can't even remember. If you've got all that down, you'll have no problems passing. Pretty much you need to know how to calculate a commission, mortgage interest, property taxes. I think that's pretty much it. Like that's all covered in ExamSmart. So if you can ace it on ExamSmart, you can ace it in the real test. That's all you need to know. All right, so now it's the day before your exam. You just need to take it easy. All right, so either take the day off work or just get off early. You need to get a good night's sleep. And then on the morning of the exam, eat a good breakfast. And you need to arrive early at the exam so you're not stressing about being late. You don't want to arrive there already stressed out, okay? So just take it easy. When you're taking your test, you've got more than enough time on each question, so don't rush and don't second guess your answers, okay? If you feel like it's one answer, it is that answer. You have studied so hard by now and you've aced it on ExamSmart. You've got this. Don't second guess your answers. All right, so to wrap things up, just understand that the exam, it's really not that hard as long as you study. Don't listen to the people that are overblowing it, right? And if you can, take your classes in person. And lastly, sign up for ExamSmart. Work through the practice questions, take the practice tests, get a good night's sleep before the exam, wake up ready to go, and go crush the exam. Good luck, and let me know if you pass.